Have you ever woken up from a nightmare with your heart racing? You're breathing fast, your body tense, even though you are safe, even though nothing actually happened. Why can a dream, something created entirely inside your mind, trigger such powerful fear? To understand nightmares, we need to explore how the brain processes fear, especially during REM sleep. Fear is one of the most ancient survival mechanisms in the human brain. At the center of this system is a small structure called the amygdala. The amygdala is responsible for detecting threats and activating the body's fear response DONT when it senses danger. It signals the release of stress hormones, increases heart rate, and prepares the body for action during waking life. This system helps us survive, but during REM sleep, the amygdala becomes highly active, even though no real danger is present. At the same time, the prefrontal cortex, the region responsible for rational thinking and reality checking, becomes less active. This creates a powerful imbalance. Emotion is amplified. Logic is reduced. The brain generates intense emotional scenarios without the moderating influence of reasoning. This is one reason nightmares feel so real. The emotional system is fully engaged. The rational system is quieter, but nightmares are not random horror stories. They often reflect stress, anxiety, or unresolved emotional experiences. Research suggests that nightmares are more common during periods of emotional strain. This is not coincidence. REM sleep plays a role in emotional regulation. During REM, the brain reprocesses emotional memories in a safe, internal environment. Some researchers propose that nightmares may represent a struggle in that processing. When emotional intensity remains high, the brain may repeatedly simulate fear-based scenarios. It is not trying to harm you, it may be trying to work through something. There is also an evolutionary theory known as the threat simulation theory. According to this idea, dreams, especially frightening ones, evolved as a way to rehearse danger. In ancient environments, imagining threats in a safe state could prepare individuals for real-life danger. If the brain practices reacting to danger, responses may become faster and more efficient. Nightmares, in this view, are survival rehearsals. Even if modern threats are different, the mechanism may remain. Another reason nightmares feel intense is sensory activation. During REM sleep, the visual cortex becomes highly active. The brain generates vivid imagery because there is no external sensory input. The brain fills in details internally. These internally generated images can feel as real as waking perception. When fear is added to vivid imagery, the experience becomes immersive. Your body reacts as if the threat were real. Heart rate increases, breathing changes, muscles tense, even though you are lying safely in bed. Stress hormones also play a role. While overall norepinephrine levels drop during REM, the emotional circuits remain active in some individuals, especially those with anxiety or trauma. This balance can become unstable. This is why people with PTSD often experience recurring nightmares. The brain repeatedly replays traumatic memory fragments during REM sleep. In such cases, nightmares are not random simulations. They are memory fragments being reactivated. Therapeutic approaches often aim to reduce emotional intensity or alter the dream narrative. This can reduce nightmare frequency. Children experience nightmares more frequently than adults. This is partly due to brain development. Children's emotional regulation systems are still maturing. Their imaginations are vivid. Their ability to distinguish dream logic from Waking logic is still developing as the brain matures. Nightmares often decrease. However, occasional nightmares remain common across all ages. They are part of normal sleep architecture. There is also a difference between nightmares and night terrors. Nightmares occur during REM sleep and are usually remembered. Night terrors occur during deep non-REM sleep and often involve sudden screaming or movement without clear dream recall. Night terrors are more common in children and typically resolve with age. Understanding this difference helps reduce confusion and fear. But why do some nightmares repeat? Recurring nightmares may indicate unresolved emotional stress. The brain may revisit similar themes while attempting to process experiences. The repetition is not punishment, it may be persistence. The brain continues working until emotional balance improves. Interestingly, techniques used in lucid dreaming can sometimes help reduce recurring nightmares. If a person becomes aware within the dream, they may alter its direction. This reduces fear and weakens the emotional pattern over time. Despite how intense nightmares feel, they usually last only a few minutes, and after waking, stress hormone levels normalize quickly. The body returns to baseline. The brain reactivates logical systems. Perspective returns. The vivid fear dissolves. But the memory of intensity can remain. So why do nightmares feel so real? Because during REM sleep, the amygdala is highly active. The visual cortex generates vivid imagery. Logical reasoning is reduced. Emotional processing is amplified. It is a perfect neurological recipe for immersive fear. But fear in dreams is not the same as real danger. It is the brain exploring emotion inside a controlled simulation. Nightmares remind us how powerful the dreaming brain is. It can generate entire worlds. It can simulate threat. It can produce emotion without external cause. And yet, it also contains mechanisms for healing and regulation. Even frightening dreams may serve a purpose. Tonight, when you fall asleep, your brain will once again enter REM cycles. It may generate calm dreams. It may generate vivid stories. Occasionally, it may generate fear. But all of it is part of the same complex system working to organize memory, regulate emotion, and maintain balance. Nightmares feel real because the brain's emotional system is fully engaged, but you are safe. The fear belongs to a simulation, and when you wake, your waking mind returns to guide you.